are worth to talk about.
Yeah, which is good. So it means you are getting better at hiding.
So we are not commenting on certain wiki pages because they may be irrelevant. So another statistic for another group that is extremely important for this Congress is the CERT, the Chaos Emergency Response Team. They were really astonished this year that there was only 1/3 of the normal level of incidents. So normally there are about 120 people that need some help, medical assistance, whatever, at the Congress during the 4 days. This year it was only 40, and which is quite a low level. And there was only 1 ambulance needed, whereas normally it's between 2 and 3. Nonetheless, we couldn't do without the CERT, so a big applause for CERT.
I think we are still working on the theory why people were showing up more healthy this year than the last years.
Yeah, so that, yes, probably everybody already had the swine flu, so it was. Yeah. The Congress is a lot about socializing, meeting, but also about the lectures. So we had this year we had 90 lectures taking place, and I think 20 or 30 workshops in that region. So it was quite a lot of content provided. Just to give a reference, there were quite a number of people whose talks got rejected because we have only space here for in the region of 90 talks. And we got 263 submissions for talks. So we could only take every third talk from the that got in. So, but a big applause for our speakers because the content here was really outstanding this year.
And so, yeah, so what's important, what we have been reminding you, I believe, all the time, so we do it again, is please use the feedback system. Let us know which of the people were good, which of the people were not so good. Yeah. Of course, we know that there is always some amount of lectures which are not as appreciated than others. So, I think the point here is always balancing lectures from people we know with people we don't know at all. Yeah, because I think from our perspective it is very important that we give people chances for doing a speech in front of such a crowd, which is very hard because you might meet somebody who knows more about the subject than you do. So, yeah, and so on. So there will be always, talks where you could say ramp up the quality assurance or something. Yeah, but we won't, because how are we otherwise able to find out who is going to be good if they don't have already a long history of being good, and then how do you get into the club? Yeah.
Yeah, so, but please use the feedback system.
Yeah. And next time, dare to put your own talk in. It's a hard time always for the people for going through all these papers, yeah. But it's time well spent.
Yeah, so the feedback system is the one thing that really helps us making the overall content of the Congress much better, because we see who are really good speakers, who have the connection to the audience, so please use the system. We had a number of funny incidents here at the Congress. My favorite was the so-called Munich barbecue incident. So apparently some people from Munich decided to have a barbecue outside, which is nice weather and everything, so we know that that's what you do. You break out the barbecue, and if you're really into barbecuing, then nothing will stop you, of course, not even a snowstorm. So unfortunately, then they brought in the barbecue after they were finished, and put them into some pocket, and it started a little bit to smoke, which happens. But fortunately, Honkhase was there to the rescue.
Yeah, I heard he spit it out. maybe it also just stopped smoking out of sheer being scared. So the rumors are contradicting on that one.
So we have a lot of meetings here of groups that are normally not meeting or just having their group meetings here at the Congress because everybody's here anyway. So that was is usual and normal. The one thing that we didn't have so far was a 4chan real-life meeting here at the Congress. For those who know what 4chan is. For those of that who don't know, don't care.
A bunch of people addressing themselves as "Hi Bernd."
Yeah.
Anyways.
So we had as a new thing at the Congress a hardware hacking room down at the Hack Center, which went really well. We had MakerBots there, we had people doing soldering stuff, and I think it was really worthwhile. Lots of people were there, learned stuff, built stuff, tried out things, got their MakerBots to work, so that was really, really good. And thanks to all the people who have been running the hardware hacking room. Of course, a little bit of statistics are always needed here, otherwise the press releases can't be written. So we had 11,000 bottles of Club Mate consumed here. Of course, we don't know how many were consumed in the Dragons Everywhere sites, so probably we broke the 15,000, we don't know. Yeah, one thing that the next time we meet, basically, in these numbers, the SIGINT is taking place in Cologne from 22nd to 24th of May. And the people who are organizing the SIGINT are mostly the CCC in Cologne, with the help of the rest of the CCC, of course, and it's going to be a big event this time. So there will be a lot of workshops, there will be basically as many talks as here, around 90, compressed into 3 days. It will be quite a bit of program there. They have 3,000 square meters of space, so it's really big, so you can all fit in there. And as a bonus, the hard hack separate thing is also happening in the basement there, so please note down the date, 22nd to 24th of May in Cologne. We should all meet there. One thing we think that the SIGINT is needed is because the Congress is getting more and more crowded, so that we are basically at the limits of what this building can take. So, and we have been there for a few years, and we're trying to kind of find ways to do that. It's not really easy. So this year, we unfortunately had to turn people away. So because at the first day, the tickets were being sold out way too fast, and we need to find ways to cope with that. So, and we're discussing this, of course, what to do, what we can do to solve the situation. One of the things that we want to ask you here, what I want to ask your opinion about is, would it be acceptable for you, please raise your hand if so, that you put all tickets into a pre-sale, an organized pre-sale over a 3-month period? Would it be acceptable to you?
So no tickets sold here on site, only tickets sold pre-sale. So you have to actually know in advance that you're going to come.
Okay, and who would be really opposed against the idea?
Okay, still some.
Okay, yeah. Still some.
Yeah.
Okay, so we cannot make an announcement at this point what we're going to do, but we need to do something. So that's obvious. We cannot continue as we have been doing so far. Something needs to be changed. We are not yet sure what it will be, so we try something.
I mean, doing the streams and getting people to meet in other places and then watch the streams is, of course, something that works. I mean, I've actually spent 1 day in Berlin, but without being here, but with being here virtually in a kitchen all time. So that was good. But yeah, it's not the same, of course.
Yeah. So one thing that we need to tell you that Lost and Found has still some stuff. So if you missed something, then you should basically go there.
Yeah, if you lost something, it's maybe not gone. It's still here. Talk to Lost and Found.
Okay, the whole thing here...
No, the switch is not there, we looked.
Yeah. No.
Good point.
At least not yet, so we hope it will go there. So if you have the switch, if you find the switch under your seat, please bring it to Lost and Found or directly to the knob. Huh? I think at the info tresen down there.